Whoever sent me these gloves, these are awesome. Some of the elders were asking me about some rabbit meat, so they put in some orders. So we'll do that today, okay? We'll set about maybe a dozen, okay? Okay. I brought my GPS just to show you where I am. Yeah, sorry about the big gap, but my job's going awesome. But the sad thing about that job is I know where there's an ending date. It's the end of March because the budget, so. But my fingers are crossed that something will pull through and this becomes a, you know what I mean, full-time job. This is the lens camera. I'm just borrowing it. Thanks. Here's my camera. See, it gets stuck in manual focus. And you can't even take a picture or anything, okay? Or you can't even record. It gets stuck in manual focus and then it works after a while, it cools off. So when it's cold, it works, but when it's warm, it doesn't. See my glue job? It's an awesome camera, I tell you. It's mirrorless. It's for vlogging, mostly. Okay. Awesome, awesome. Oh, see? It cooled off. Now it's working. See? Can't wait till mine come in. And because next week is supposed to be warm. And when it warmed up last time, my camera didn't work the whole day because the whole day was warm. So once it's +2 weather come, this will stop working completely. So hope my other camera comes in, so it'll be good timing. Awesome. And the camera I'm using now is a Canon. Let's see. A Canon XA10. So far I tried it at work, but on our first patrol as a land guardian, I tried to use the external mic, and then the whole day I thought the external mic was working, and then when I brought it home and checked out my videos, all my videos there was no sound. So that's how you learn, I guess. Okay. No GPS today. My battery's died. But anyways, the child school's just right there. Just right there. And we're at their culture camp. They're fixing it up awesome. Okay, let's go. Well, I walked that way. One big loop, or I went this way. Not one rabbit track. Holy, eh? But I see I got competition. See, there's link tracks. Good sized one. Must be a big male. See? That's my competition. So he must have been here for a while if he's gonna wipe out all those rabbits. But we'll try the trail towards my dad's and then see if there's anything on there. If not, we tried it. We'll look for some rabbit tracks again tomorrow. But for now, let's look this way. Okay? Okay. No rabbits everywhere over here. I went down this way where the kids walk with snowshoes. I just to make a loop that way. And there's no rabbit tracks at all. So I went this way where I said about maybe 5 last time I made a video. And we caught rabbits over there. But this time I only seen little tracks, like little baby rabbit tracks, and then didn't bother setting it there. But anyways, I went to visit my dad for an hour and he told me a few stories. Said back in the day, they had 50 horses, head of horses in Snake River. And his favorite horse is Brownie, he said. Yeah, that's a lot of horses. Who'd ever thought, eh? They had horses back then. But they did. And even my stepdad was telling me yesterday they had horses over there too. One really smart horse was a white horse, they said. And when they tell him go home, back to Kanta, you'll lead all the horses back to Kanta and back home. Awesome, awesome, eh? So anyways, what should I talk about? Just keep winging it. Okay. Today I practiced my my Aboriginal rights by trying to go set rabbit snare, and with my Aboriginal rights, we have our own laws too, that we should start practicing. Like mine is Dene law, right? Because I'm Dene, and I imagine every people got their own law, like Cree law and Dene law. And I looked up mine last night, and I've been breaking a law, some laws lately. Like one of the laws is to be happy at all times. These are our laws. See the top one? We're breaking that too. It says, Dene laws, the first one is share what you have, help each other, love each other as much as possible, be respectful of elders and everything around you. See? I'm setting rabbit snares for the elders, but if I had a rabbit trail. Be happy at all times. That's the law I've been breaking, because I was getting mad back there because where's all the rabbits? But you know, things you gotta have to like grit your teeth. You know, it's out of my power that there's no rabbit tracks. Why you just get mad over there? So, and then sleep at night and work during the day. Be polite and don't argue with anyone. Young girls and boys should behave respectfully. These are Dene laws, right? So, if I keep practicing these, or we should all be practicing these. Like, if we're gonna go by our own laws, like for instance, the land. I know it's hard to say, but our first law on that is share what you have, right? And if we're gonna get noticed as a minority, I guess we gotta share what we have, right? As dene. So if it was for the land, it's gonna be tough. But Aboriginal title should be right there. After you take off all the layers, Aboriginal law is still there. And if we keep practicing our own dene laws, that should give us Aboriginal title, I think, once we have our own laws in place. But the sharing part, right? Even like I seen link tracks, right? We're all and I seen dog tracks over here. We're all competing for rabbits, right? And there's no rabbits right now. And as a Dene law, I can't get mad at the link or whatever because they're eating my rabbits before I catch them. So there's got to be a way, because I like setting rabbit snares. It's part of my culture, and I want to teach that to my kids and my grandkids. But still, I want a place that's like a protected place where we could continue on teaching our children, and their children could practice their culture and teach their kids, and on, like one protected area. I guess like the reserve, but it's got to have everything we need in there to survive, like moose, fish, medicine, things like that. And but still, we need a place to develop too, cause we gotta make money too for our bills. We gotta pay our bills, our mortgage, and all that stuff. So we gotta find a place to conserve and a place to develop. So that's sharing. Even though it's tough, but as a Dene, we gotta start enforcing our own laws. Even though gritting our teeth, we gotta share what we have, right? Like the land, we gotta share our land and resources. Like you shoot a moose, you share. We gotta share and help each other. That's a big thing too. Cause I know industry comes in and just barges and everything, and just like you're powerless. But then we can't start breaking our own laws by getting mad. You know what I mean? Because we can't practice our laws and break them same time. Because even this one right here, love each other as much as possible. Even though you gotta learn how to love. Be polite and don't argue with anyone. Yeah. And this is a big one right here. Pass on the teaching. So that's where it comes into play again, where we gotta have a protected area, like indigenous protected area, like another where we live, a reserve, and another reserve, little plots of land, where we could pass on to our children and be protected, and same time develop, right? We gotta make a land use plan. That's the main thing. A land use plan where we could tell industry where we want to get protection and where we could develop. Right? Sharing. Sharing and what? Helping each other. So once we got our land use plan ready, and that's gonna take a lot of hard work too, because you're gonna talk to your elders and see where those protected areas should be. Like, where's the old hunting grounds? Where's where you go fish, dry fish. Those areas got to be protected so we could pass those areas on to our children so they could continue on providing for their families. Not just get industry and wipe that out and start building things there. No, that would be our protected areas. We could do that over here, right? Share. Practicing Dene law should be top priority so we could have that areas for our children to practice their culture and have those areas where they could work and pay those bills. Okay? I don't know if this came out right, but I'm just winging it. It's just that we gotta start practicing our own laws. Because Aboriginal law is different than Canadian law. Because we practiced these laws way before Canadian law came here. So, I hope you know what I'm trying to say. Is okay? Okay. I know it's hard, but yeah, we gotta start sharing our land, I guess. And same time, use our voice too, eh? It's time for us to meet at the table and talk about our land use and where we want to get protected and where we want to develop. Okay? This is where we start talking. Awesome. Okay. I'm gonna say my piece over there at the culture camp, and then I got 2 more days off, and I'll see you tomorrow. But I'll say my piece over there. Okay? Okay. I say that because after the fur prices fell, we had nothing to do to pay those bills. And so that means I practiced my culture for over 20 years. Trapping, fishing, all my videos, like moose-hide tanning and stuff. And I also worked like 30 years in the bush too, because the fur prices fell, and oil and gas, paid my bills. So there's got to be a middle. When there's a middle ground, I walk right in the middle, because I'm on both sides, because we got to have a place for our children and also to develop. Got to stop getting run over all the time. Invite us to the table with a land use plan. Okay? Okay. Well, no rabbit tracks today, but at least we still got out and made a video. But yeah, I hope you understand what I'm trying to say about land use and all that. But yeah, it's got to come to a point where we got to leave something for our children, a place where they could set rabbit snares with their kids. You know what I mean? Get a moose and feed their family, and like a little protected area. Well, a protected area, and also a place to develop, because we need to work too. We got to pay our bills, and yeah. So this is peace, and see you tomorrow. Okay.